right, guys, welcome back to season 3, episode 12 of the Browns Place podcast. And I'm Jeremy.
I'm Ryan.
All right, let's get right into it. There is some NFL news. And,
Drafts?
well, not the draft, but kind of. But what about the Raiders picking up Kirk Cousins? And Kirk Cousins says he's not a backup. And what does that do for Fernando Mendoza? Since he's going to be the number 1 pick, does he still go to Vegas?
Yeah, he gets to learn. Granted, is Kirk Cousins really? I mean, Kirk's not the worst quarterback we've ever seen, right? But I mean, I think that little. First of all, I want Kirk's agent because Jesus, how does this man keep negotiating these deals? Him and Danny Dimes.
Yeah, him and Danny Dimes. I mean,
maybe they're the same. I don't know, but
it could be. I mean,
good God.
But I guess who's the coach for Raiders now? Is it Kubiak? Is it? I guess it was the guy that Cousins was back in Minnesota. So that's where the tie.
Yeah, I think it's Clint Kubiak.
So that's where that's where it tied to. But
listen, I mean, it's not the worst.
He's not going there as a backup though. He's going there. He wants to be QB1.
Right. Well, you got.
So are you good? Are you good with sitting Mendoza for a year or whatever?
I always like when you can sit a quarterback for a year.
And then what about Mendoza not going to the NFL draft?
I don't care about that either. He's going to stay with his family and friend. Because where is it? In Green Bay?
I don't know where it's at.
I don't know where. I don't remember where it's. Anyways, I don't know where it's at. I don't think it's in Green Bay. I think it was in Green Bay last year. I have no.
It's just it's not really
not traditional.
Not traditional, but it's happened before, I guess.
Yeah, it happened with Trevor Lawrence. So I don't care about that.
No, I mean he's probably the type of guy that's probably more his atmosphere, right? Would he rather be sitting with his family and friends and all that, or would he rather be sitting at a table in front of a bunch of other people?
Exactly.
And I get it, so. But yeah, that was the NFL news that I had. I mean,
I forgot about Kirk. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of. I mean, it was out of the blue, just shocking. It was like Kirk Cousins signing with the Oakland Raiders. So I was like, okay. So
I don't hate it. It's an upgrade from Geno. Sort of. But you get he's a veteran. He gets to teach Mendoza and see how it goes.
Yeah. Okay. All right, let's March Madness. Let's do some March Madness since that just ended. Let's start with the men's
chaos. A little bit of a surprise for me, at least. I didn't think Michigan was going to win.
No.
Granted, I also didn't think Duke would blow it and give up a historic buzzer beater.
My bracket had Duke winning it, but I do that every year, and every year I lose the bracket. So,
well, mine was Arizona and Michigan steamrolled.
I didn't like Arizona. There was a bad loss early in the year, and I was like, that team is in trouble. That team could be in trouble.
I genuinely did not think Minnesota. I mean, I wasn't. I was shocked Michigan won. I was even more shocked that they stomped them out because that wasn't a very good game. So, I mean, kudos to Michigan. And then Michigan went and kind of stomped out UConn a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, UConn coming back and, beating Duke on a last-second thing. I mean, you'd think you would have some momentum, but you kind of – no. I mean, Michigan just pretty much steamrolled all the way through, right? I mean,
and kind of – quietly and kind of, I won't say tarnish Dan Hurley's legacy because at the end of the day, you win 2 national championships back to back and you almost win a third in 4 years. I think your legacy is still pretty good, but I really did not.
I mean, Michigan was a 1 seed though, right? I think they were still.
Yeah, they were
1 seed.
I think
so it wasn't like they were, not up there. But I did not have them in my brackets at all not even for the Final Four. I don't think I had them in there.
I really did not. No. Yeah. I really did not. So,
congrats to the Wolverines. Go blue. Right?
Yeah.
Women's. Wow.
Women's was a shocker. In 2 ways.
So let's start with probably the main shocker, right? for South Carolina versus UConn.
Yeah.
Just shellacked.
Dude, they were suffocating
UConn.
them. Like,
But I mean,
completely suffocating them.
I think AZ Fudd went like 3 for 15. Sarah
That's what I
Strong.
mean.
I mean,
They
it's
could
just,
not
they
do
did not,
anything
they could
offensively.
not make any buckets whatsoever.
No.
So, I mean, South Carolina, they just dominated that game.
It was I mean, we've praised her before. I praise her all the time. It was a Coach Staley masterclass. She had them. I mean, kudos to the players, of course. Obviously, they're the ones on the court. But, I mean, she had that team locked in and had them shutting UConn down, who was they won, what, 54 straight games?
I mean, they were undefeated. Yeah, I mean, and we talked about it, and we were like,
dude, and they looked
UConn's a
unstoppable.
front runner. Yeah, I mean, AZ Fudd is only averaging like 23 minutes a game just because they're blowing everyone out.
They looked literally unstoppable. And then South Carolina just went in and would like absolutely suffocated them. Like they couldn't do anything.
So that probably shocked me more than anything.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, give it to South Carolina. They took it to them. They got to the national championship game. And then UCLA versus Texas, Texas was up early, and Texas was the only team that beat UCLA this year.
Yeah.
I mean, and my fault for not giving kudos to UCLA. I mean, they were Final Four last year.
Yeah, they were Final Four last year.
So, I mean,
let's be honest here, though. If it's not UConn or South Carolina, who the hell are we ever choosing? We never choose UCLA.
I guess you would choose UCLA.
But I guess
so. They come back. They beat Texas. Now you got South Carolina and UCLA for the women's championship.
Yeah.
And you going into that, who are you thinking?
Dude,
you're thinking South Carolina, right?
Mind, I was thinking South
just
Carolina.
Just because they just shellacked the best team in the country. But dude, that UCLA team was just dominant from the tip off. I mean, that was. I mean, you talk about every, aspect of the game, whether it be loose balls, fundamentals, offense, defense, scrappiness, just anything that, I mean, Gabriela Yaquez, I mean, she, 21, 10, and 5.
Dude, it was like the most confident team I've ever
seen. And she's not even the tallest person on that team, and she's getting 10 rebounds, you know? So,
I've never seen a team go against Don Staley's Gamecocks with that much confidence. Like they knew they were going to absolutely stomp them.
And that thing was over early.
Yeah. It was
it was getting bad like first quarter, then you get the second quarter, it's like, oh man, this could get like 25 30 point range, It
wasn't competitive.
I mean, it was just it was, I don't know. I give it up to UCLA. Lady Bruins.
It was like everything South Carolina put into the game against UConn was everything. And then they just could not handle UCLA.
UCLA ended up winning because they count the postseason. So I think they ended up winning 31 straight.
Yeah.
It was the only loss was just to Texas earlier in the year. So, but I mean, you're talking about, and kudos to UCLA because I mean, you're talking about seniors that come back. And with the portal right now, where you can just go anywhere you want, NIL money, and these girls, they lose the Final Four, and then they all come back the next year and stay. I mean, that's just not, you look at the portal right now, holy crap, there's a ton of people in the portal, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, for those girls to stay, just because I think they bought into it and where they were last year, I mean, kudos to them. And then they backed it up. So,
yeah.
I don't know if I'm more shocked about South Carolina beating UConn or UCLA just shellacking South Carolina. But I mean,
I'm more shocked about the UCLA thing. I really thought after South Carolina beat out UConn and beat them the way they did, I thought it was wraps. I thought it was over. But then, UCLA, dude, they just like dominated them.
They were just bigger. Great. They were faster. They were just everywhere.
It was like watching, no disrespect, but it was like a WNBA game against a college team. It was like, they really dominated them in everything. There was nothing South Carolina could do or was anywhere near their level on that game.
And
really
Lauren
think they
Betts,
were
she
just
didn't have a
hard
great
out.
game. She only had 14 and 10, I think. So I
Yeah.
mean, she averaged her double. But I mean, it was just Kiki Rice. She had her. But I mean, just talk about an all team, you aspect of the game. I mean,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
So good for them.
And that was their first one in like 50 years or something like that, or
Yeah,
40
I
years.
guess
So good for
first
them.
one with the NCAA, because the other one was NIAA or something like that back in like 78. So,
Good for them. Yeah.
yeah. And they're going to have, I mean, dude, they're ranked to have, I think, all 5, maybe 6 people drafted in the second round of the draft tomorrow.
It's pretty cool.
So,
Yeah. Good for
yeah,
them.
you're going to have, I think Betts is supposed to go number 4. And then you had like Kiki, and you had a couple of the other ones like 12, 13. So yeah, they're going to have a ton. I mean, most of that senior roster is going to get picked tomorrow. So
cool.
All right, let's since we get just kind of led into it, WNBA, since draft is tomorrow, and there's been a shit ton of free agency signings
and trades.
and trades.
Well, I guess talking about the draft, yeah, that's tomorrow. I think it's still AZ. I keep seeing AZ as 1, right? She projected as 1?
No.
Or is it somebody
Last
else?
one it's Olivia Miles.
Oh, okay. So I guess we'll see what happens
But
with.
but I mean, if Dallas has the pick though,
It's
what do you do?
Dallas, yeah, right.
Yeah, do you do Olivia Miles, who's, I mean, she outplayed. I mean, again, AZ was only playing so many minutes just because they're blowing people out, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, AZ didn't even win Player of the Year. Sarah Strong ended up winning it.
Right. Yeah.
So what I saw was Olivia Miles going first, but then it's like, I don't know. I still I do think it'll be AZ going just because of Paige, and they played together. They know each other. Obviously, whatever personal stuff, whatever. But yeah, I still think she'll go first. But
yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. But it should be interesting to see. And yeah, a lot of free agency stuff going on. A lot of trades, a lot of signings. I mean, should we talk about the big one? Big one, Angel Reese getting traded
for what, 26 and 27 or 27, 28 first round pick?
I think so.
Chicago.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know what to say about that, but that's a big flip.
Atlanta wasn't a bad team last year. They made it to the playoffs.
They weren't a bad team last year.
You got Reen Howard. So I mean, that's going to be that's going to be a pretty good team. Now, do I still think I have my opinion about Angel Reese and the environment and all that? But I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see.
We'll have to see. We'll see how that works out. So there was that, and then the next big one, what? Brittany Griner. I saw Kelsey Plum got signed or re-signed with LA.
Well, what about
who went to Liberty?
Satu Sablé went to the Liberty.
Yeah.
So from Phoenix. Big. So now she's joining Stewie, and then Enescu,
or Sabrina,
and then Jacques Jones still. So I mean, Liberty looks good, but just a ton of free agency signings, and then you got the 2 expansion teams too.
Yeah,
with the Toronto and Portland.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's just been, as soon as that Fever re-signed. Well, they re-signed Kelsey Mitchell. They re-signed Lexi Hall, and then today I just saw they re-signed Sophie Cunningham, which I think they needed to do. But I think Sophie and Lexi are 2 comparable players, so I don't know about that. Derek Hanby staying it with the Sparks.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just been a ton of movement. Who else? I mean, Alyssa Thomas re-signed with Phoenix. That's a big one.
Yeah.
So, What else we got? Yeah, Olivia Miles, TCU star, possible #1. So yeah,
There you go.
Yeah, we'll have to see. So, what else? Anything else? I mean, there was just within just this last week, there was just a shit ton of signings. So,
Right.
Skylar Diggins going from Seattle going to Chicago. I mean, that'll be a big one there. You know, Chelsea Gray resigns with the Aces. Jewel Lloyd re-signed with the Aces. Alicia Gray with the Dream. Brianna Jones with the Dream. Jackie Young re-signing with the Aces. And they're getting paid too. I mean, a lot of this is like 1 million plus.
Right.
You know, because of the
new agreement. Yeah.
So, all right. Anything else, WNBA? Yeah, we'll have to see the draft tomorrow. See how that goes.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
All right, NBA. What do we get for NBA action? Where are we at?
Disastrous.
Well,
last game.
You just got to stay healthy. But I mean, Jesus.
Last games today. We are
talk about limping to the finish line,
dude. As of now, we could still get the 3rd seed if Denver loses and we win. Facing the Jazz. Yeah. But yeah, season's over, wrapped up, and quite honestly, we're gonna go into this first round without our 2 best players probably. So
how long is Luka out?
They don't really know. They said a few weeks, but he went to Spain to go see the Magic doctor that like LeBron and Kobe went to go see when they got hurt.
Was it when they were doing the whole plasma,
something like
stuff
that?
And all that
yeah,
kind of
something like
regenerative stuff, or
something
whatever?
that they don't do in the U.S.
Yeah, exactly.
But some Magic doctor, so we'll see how that goes. But all indications are showing that both of them are going to be out for the first round, at least. So with that,
so do the Lakers survive?
No, we'll get swept if we face either Minnesota or Houston. We're getting swept.
Yeah, I don't see. I
mean, I love LeBron, but what the hell is he going to do in a 7-game series by himself?
Yeah,
and he's by himself right now. So yeah,
he's got Bronny too. So
I don't see it happening.
In the West, you got OKC, you got San Antonio, Denver, Lakers, Houston, Minnesota, and then 7, 8, 9, and 10. You got Phoenix, Portland, Clippers, and Golden State.
Yeah.
What about Portland though? Portland making it to the play-in game, right?
Yeah.
Without Chauncey Billups.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Portland's tough. The Avija kid, he's good. He's damn good. So shout out to Portland. Scoot, so yeah, we'll see what Portland can do. I mean, they won't do anything, respectfully. They're not going to go and beat any of the top 6 teams. But, good for them, making a play-in, big flip.
Then on the east side, you got Detroit, Boston, Knicks, Cleveland, Atlanta, Toronto. And then 7, 8, 9, 10, you got Orlando, Philly, Charlotte, Miami.
Yeah, how about Charlotte, man? They're tough. It's a tough team, tough young team. They can score a lot.
LaMelo, man, right?
LaMelo stayed healthy for the first time in 4 years and had a hell of a year, an underrated year, really. So yeah, I'm curious. I'm excited to watch that Charlotte team. Hopefully, I don't know how far they'll get, but I'd like to see what they can do for sure. I think they'll be fun.
All right. So what are we at? Last game? 80...
Last game is today.
Today? Yep.
For everyone. Last game is today. So, yeah. And then we go straight into play-ins, and then playoffs start this week.
So play-ins. Who's the play-ins? Is it 7 versus 10 and 8 versus 9, or
no? It's 8. It's 9 versus 10 and then 7 versus 8.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So you'll have Orlando versus Philly, and then Charlotte versus Miami,
Yeah.
and then Phoenix versus Portland, Clippers versus Golden State.
Yeah.
Geez, Golden State below 500, but you still make the play-in. So
Yeah, just to play one extra game.
yeah.
So because they're gonna get stomped out by the Clippers.
So
So yeah.
all right, this is yeah, NBA. This is the time, right?
Big time of year.
So,
This is where we're gonna see. I'm excited to see Wemby. I think we're all excited to see the Spurs team. See what the Spurs team can do in the playoffs.
it's still OKC's title, though, right?
It's OKC's to lose 1,000%. But if there's anybody that can take it from them, I think it's Wemby. So I'm excited to see it. Let's see how he does.
All right, good. What about hockey? What do we got for hockey now that NHL season is probably almost? Are they starting their playoffs too?
They should be.
They should be. 120, 80 games, and I think. So you got Buffalo, Tampa Bay, Montreal, Ottawa, Boston.
Yeah, they only got
Detroit.
or it ends this week. So yeah, they end this week. We'll see how it goes. Again, I'll watch the playoffs. I'm not going to watch the remainder of the regular season.
Yeah. They really don't get into it. I mean, not like the first round of playoffs either. It's kind of more, more into it a little more.
Right.
So we'll have to see. So, but NHL, NBA playoffs right around the corner.
Yep.
So MLB, what do we got for MLB? What are we into? What are we in? Like a month? Well, not a month.
Almost. Not quite.
Almost.
A few weeks. Yeah, I mean, we're in the midst of it. We've seen a lot
15 games pretty much have been played.
Yeah, we've seen some big injuries, which you know about.
Yeah, thank you for that. I told you don't draft my people because you're going to put a voodoo on them.
Well,
and you did.
At least I didn't listen to you and sign him to an extension because, like I had said, true. He needs to prove that he could stay healthy, and he did not prove that. Yeah. So, I mean, arguably your best pitcher gone. So, I mean, you guys need to go. There's free agents out there. Why is Lucas Giolito not signed?
They keep throwing him in there. I keep hearing that name.
But, like, get him in there. He's a free agent. He'll be dirt cheap, and he pitched pretty damn well last year for Boston. So it's not like you guys have anything to lose. So I'm surprised that nobody's jumped on him yet.
No, they moved. They brought up Javier Saad, and then they moved Colin Ray to the starting. So,
yeah,
because you got Boyd out too. So I mean, Boyd that Cade Horton law that's a loss. That's for sure.
It's a big loss.
So, but we're still going to get Steele back probably next month, so that'll be a kind of a pickup. So,
yeah, Steele will come back. How's Eddie Cabrera doing? I haven't been really watching. I've seen that one thing that is glaring.
Well, he had a bad start yesterday.
One thing that's glaring for you guys that I've seen, you're getting run up on a lot. Guys are stealing on you a lot. What's that about? Is it Amaya?
Yeah, I mean, no, it's the pitchers because like even Onel Cruz, I think he had 5 steals in the series.
Yeah, he had 3 just the other day or yesterday.
So it's I mean, Carson Kelly threw a good one today. It's just I mean, I think that they're just picking on their moves, and I just think that those guys are just timing it right now. I don't know.
Oh, well, I mean, you went up against a hot Pirates team who, what are they, 9-7, but then they blew it today.
9-6. Blew it today.
9-6.
Yeah, but we could have won all 3 of those games because, Shota no-hit them through 6.
Yeah.
And then we gave up a 2-run home run. Okay. Yeah. So we lost, yesterday or Friday. And then Saturday, we lose that one. And then today we were able to squeak that one out. So
yeah,
we could have we could have gotten swept or we could have swept. So that could have gone either way.
I think overall you guys will be fine.
I mean,
very much.
15 games into it. I mean, as bad as we're playing right now, we're
Yeah.
still only 2 games back, so it's all bunched up.
It's so early. I
So,
think you guys will be fine. I am concerned about the starting pitchers because, like I said, you lost Kate Horton. I think you need to get more. Justin Steele hasn't pitched in a year. Um, so I have doubts. I'm a little worried about that, but I think it's still your division to lose.
but Kristen Yelich went out today, and they're thinking that's going to be bad.
Yeah.
And they've lost 5 in a row. So,
Yep.
15 games into it, I'm trying not to overreact, but there's some things that some people need to fix, like ASAP.
Yep.
Um, and I'm going to tell you that I'm going to show you this real quick. So Friday we lost 2-0. We left 11 runners on base, and we were 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position, and we lose 2-0. Okay.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yesterday we lose an 11 4-3. Okay. 16 runners left on base, 1 for 15 with runners in scoring position. Okay. Today we had 10 people left on base, 3 for 12. So our issue is not getting people on base and not getting runners in scoring position. Our problem is someone getting a hit or playing small ball, sacrifice fly, stuff like that. That's
Yeah.
our problem right now. I mean, the traffic is there. I mean, yesterday we had bases loaded twice. Today, bases loaded. It's just we're not getting that hit. We're not playing small ball.
It was issue you guys dealt with last year in the playoffs.
Yeah, and it's the same thing. And some of it is like yesterday, I thought we should have bunted, but we didn't. I don't know why we didn't do a squeeze, but we didn't do it. It's just I mean, when you're struggling to get hits, I think you got to manufacture them run somehow, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not fully loving that part. Yes, we're getting people on, but I mean, it's got to be. Something's got to change there. And then what about you guys? So I mean,
Shit. Yeah, we suck.
Here's what I'm concerned of, and I was always, and I every year I say the same thing. But all right, 15 games in, you're already 5.5 games out. Okay, I mean only 15. But here's the tell-all: runs scored, 51.
Yeah.
Runs allowed, 72.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dodgers have run scored 91. So you guys have scored. You guys are the lowest in runs scored, and then highest on runs allowed.
Yeah, but
And in the league, runs scored, there's only 2 teams lower than you, and that's the White Sox and Kansas City Royals.
yeah, no, for sure, we suck. That being said, we're not facing shit teams. We're facing good teams. We've faced the Yankees, the Padres, the Mets, and the Orioles to start the year. Those are all
Phillies.
4, and the Phillies.
Too. Yeah.
Those are all 5 pretty damn good teams. So it's been a tough stretch off the rip. If you had told me that this would be our record after facing those 5 teams, I would not be surprised. That being said, we're not like losing competitively. And by that, I mean, we're not necessarily getting blown out like we were to the Mets all the time, but we're not fighting. It doesn't feel like we're going to be close to winning games either when we're losing. And when we win, it kind of feels like a miracle. So
yeah, but I don't see it how
concerns.
like the Cubs at least have runners in scoring position and leaving runners on base. Are you guys have that same issue?
Yeah, we can't bring anyone in.
You still have runners on base.
Yeah,
you're leaving left on base. You're leaving 10 plus.
Yeah, I think like the other day, I forget what our number was, but it was terrible. So we're leaving runners on. Can't bring anyone in, and our bullpen sucks. Which it was always going to suck because we didn't sign anyone for the bullpen. So that's a buster issue right there. I don't know what we were doing with that. But yeah, I mean, we suck. Our rotation kind of sucks too. It's good sometimes, it's bad other times. Logan Webb isn't allowed to have a bad outing because he'll never he won't get a win if that's the case. Even if he has a good outing, he probably isn't going to get a win. So, yeah, I mean, we suck. It's still early on, and we've faced good teams, so I'm kind of trying to give a little credit there. I am seeing some good things, though. Willy Adames he had a slow start, and it looked like it was going to be a disaster, and then they moved him to leadoff, and now he's playing pretty good. So, shout out to Willy Adames.
Do you like him in that leadoff position?
I do, because he gets on base and he's hitting so far. So, even like when he's getting out, it's not like he's striking out. He's hitting the ball hard, long flyouts. So I'll take it. Yeah. So there's positives. Matt Chapman is kind of starting to get his shit together after a disastrous kind of start as well for him. And he's like cussing at our guys on the field. Then he's going and making an error in the next game. And then,
no, that's the thing. You can't be trying to hold people accountable and then you screw up. And,
well, listen,
right after
Casey
that,
Schmidt should learn how to catch a goddamn ball. But yeah, that being said, yeah, that was an ugly look. But he's been solid since. So, shout out to Chappie. Rafi Devers still cannot play first base. I'm very curious how long we're gonna wait to bring up Bryce Eldridge. He had a home run yesterday. He's getting red hot already. He's beating up on AAA pitchers at 20.
Why the roadblock? Why is he not up now?
I do not know. But Luis Ariz just got hurt yesterday because the runner for the Orioles, I can't remember his name, kicked him in the hand as he's running to second base. So I don't know if Ariz is going to go on IL or what the deal is there, but I don't know why we don't have Bryce Eldridge up here. We know he can hit minor leaguers. There's no point leaving him down there anymore. We talked about this last time. If he sucks against major leaguers this year, at least he faced them. Who cares? I'd rather he suck against major leaguers than beat up on minor leaguers all year and not face major leaguers. And there's no way he plays a worse first base than Rafi. There's absolutely no way. So yeah, we got to resolve the first base situation. And I don't know what Tony Vitello is doing or Buster's doing. We keep playing Patrick Bailey, and I love Pat. He's a great defender. He cannot hit, while Daniel Susac out here is getting hit every single goddamn game.
Replacing Bailey. I heard something about that this week. I heard something locally is that Susac should be he should be catcher 1 and Bailey 2.
Right now, ride the hot hand. Yeah. Let the kid play. If Susac ends up slumping and sucking on hitting and they're kind of trading off on like their hitting's both bad, then yeah, you're taking Pat's defense. But right now, Susac plays pretty good defense as well. He just threw out a guy today, which Pat hasn't even done yet. And he's hitting 1,000 times better than Pat.
Well, see, that's your problem with having just a Devers at DH only, because you could put Susac as your DH and Bailey as your catcher.
Well, Devers isn't our DH only, though.
Well, yeah, but who's your other DH when Devers is playing first base?
It's fluctuating. It's either Gerard or whoever, but who cares? Nobody can hit anyways. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, the defense isn't... I mean, it's a big drop-off because Patrick Bailey's probably the best defensive catcher in the game, but switch him out. He can't hit. Ride the hot hand. That's my opinion. But it's early on. We'll see what happens.
It is early. But... Bregman, we signed him to a big contract, and he's hitting .213. PCA, 203. Ian Happ, 192. Michael Bush, 135. Dansby Swanson, 163. Matt Shaw, 220. Carson Kelly, 308. Ballesteros, 294. Amaya, 238. Conforto, who had a good series against Tampa Bay and actually got a couple hits, he's actually up to 300 now. So, and he won a job too. Saya, 200. So we got a bunch of below 200s and 200 people. That's why your LOB is so bad.
That's what we are too. It's the exact same situation for us. Moral of the story so far in MLB, Dodgers are winning it all. Dodgers are going to win the whole thing.
Yeah.
So
they got the biggest lead so far in all of. So All right. What else? MLB. All right, let's get into golf. Since
What a weekend, dude. What a
does
week.
he ever lose another one?
He
So
might not.
it took him what 15, 14 years to win the one, and now he goes back to back. Is he ever going to lose another one now? I
Dude, I
mean,
don't know.
dude, you had Scotty, roaring. I mean, I was rooting for J Rose.
I was kind of rooting for Rosie a little bit too, because Rory already
Yeah.
won it last year, and Rosie came
Yeah.
so close. And I mean, I was rooting for Rosie. I always root for Rosie.
Yeah.
Because I think he's a great guy, great golfer. But he just couldn't close it down. He had that one. What was it? Was it 13? Was it 14? Whatever hole it was, where he made a mess of it, and he just couldn't hold on. And then, dude, I mean, we talk about him every week, but Scotty, Jesus, he almost did it. I really thought he was going to. He almost did it and almost stormed back and stole it. If he didn't have a 2 over on Friday, he was 12 shots back at the end of Friday's round. He ends up second place.
How did that putt today not go? When was that putt, on 17 or 18?
On 17? Yeah,
17?
I don't know how he didn't drain that. I couldn't believe that. And that would have been 3 straight. And that would have put a lot of pressure on Rory. And that ended up being the difference because Rory's last shot. Yeah. Or last hole. But yeah, Rory, good for him. I was honestly shocked it got this close after Friday when he was 6 up on the leaderboard. And then goes and shoots a 1 over on Saturday, and Cam Young comes out of nowhere. Shout out Cam Young, and drops a 7 under yesterday to make it real interesting. Cam Young, another great player, can't get over the hurdle in the majors.
I mean, Sam Burns was up there.
Yeah.
I mean, out if you see, J Rose, you had what did it end up? Rory at -12, Scotty -11, and then you had 4 people at -10.
Yeah.
Terrell Hatton, live guy.
Terrell Hatton.
Russell Henley, J Rose, Cameron Young. Then you had some people in that. I mean, top 10, you had Colin Marquardt. I mean,
with
Sam
a bad
Burns,
back too. Yeah.
Max Homa tied for 9, and Schauffele 9.
Yeah, so it was a competitive, big name leaderboard, which was pretty cool. But I mean, Rory, dude, I mean, I don't know. It's just like maybe he just unlocked it. He found it. But that's 6 majors now, 2 Masters.
Yeah, but so do you know what? Like, I guess Rory, the last week or 2 weeks when everyone else is playing in Texas?
Yeah,
because you had the Valero Open and then the Houston Open.
Yeah.
So he's staying home and then going up to Augusta and playing
good
practice rounds.
Good. Maybe
so why isn't everyone else doing that?
Well, not everyone has the same access to it unless you've won it. But
Scotty could have done it though, right? Scotty was,
but he had a kid. Yeah, so shout out to them.
Dealing with the baby.
But I mean, Jordan could have done it. Patrick Reed could have done it. Bubba Watson, who didn't even make the cut, could have done it. Anybody else could pretty much do it. And if you think that's unfair, you could always just win the Masters, and then you can do it too. I have no problem with it. I think when Brooks Koepka didn't want to play in pretty much any other tournament except a major and was out there winning 2 of them every single year, I said, hell yeah, let's do it. It's the biggest event on tour. If you can practice for it and play and prep for it as much as possible, you should.
Yeah. So going into it, I thought Bryson was gonna. I really thought Bryson, because he just won. He just won back to back and live.
Yeah.
So he had already had 2 wins.
Yeah.
So I thought he was gonna be the guy to get, the front runner. But I was definitely wrong because he didn't even make the cut.
Talk about. I think that's the biggest disappointment of the weekend. Is Bryson, because he had all the momentum, and I thought he would be. I mean, after last year, I thought he'd be competing for it as well. And then made a mess of it. He's just, dude, until he addresses his iron play and short game play, it is never going to be Masters ready, Augusta ready, because that place is all about that. And then add on to the fact that he could not hit a drive to save his life all weekend. No wonder he missed the cut. But even if he was driving the ball well, he doesn't have the iron play in the short game to win a Masters.
Yeah,
That's why Rosie's out there every single year, pretty much fighting for it and almost winning it at 45 because he's a great iron player.
And he's not a long driver.
No, not at all. But he's a great iron player.
Rory's driving at what, 350?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
So it's just like, he needs to, if he wants to win a Masters, he has to straighten out his iron play. But he's so wild because of the way his game is.
Yeah.
But you can't overpower Augusta.
So, yeah, I just don't see Rory ever losing again.
He might not, dude.
you just open that seal. You say never, crack the seal, but you crack the seal, and now it's going to be his for the next 14 years or whatever until he stops playing.
But yeah, good for him. I mean, back to back, that's elite.
Yeah.
So, best player we've seen since Tiger. So,
back to back and then not winning your first one forever and then winning 2 in a row.
Dude.
You're like, where was that 14 years ago?
Dude, serious. It's elite company too. I mean, yeah, good for him.
Yep. All right. So first major of the year. I mean, you're talking 16 rounds of golf that's what you got to do for the 4 majors, right? I mean, it's just, you got to put it together. So, all right. What else we got? What other sports you got?
I think that pretty much covers it. Tennis. Are we 2 weeks away? I think we're 2 weeks away from Australian Open, French Open, or not Australian Open, French Open in Paris. So 2 weeks away from that. We are in the clay format right now. Jannik Sinner just beat Carlos Alcaraz though. And Jannik Sinner right now looks like the best player on the planet.
He just got his number 1 spot back too, right?
Yeah, he just got number 1 back, and he looks like he is deserving of that number 1 spot all the way through it. But we'll see what happens at the French Open because it's clay, and that's Carlos's territory. Carlos dominates on clay, and after last year's historic French, it should be fun. But I mean, right now, who's stopping Jannik? So yeah, that's it. But a couple weeks, French Open. That's it.
French Open is always tough just because, I don't know, especially like the French Open or like the Australian Open, just because of time zones for us. It's just.
Yeah. French Open too. It's all outdoors. So it's not like they get in the dome and they play at night. They're playing during the day. So that means we got to get up hella early in order to watch it for us. So, but it'll be fun.
There was one more baseball game I wanted to talk about. So Cubs and Cleveland, do we want a 1-zip game? We had 2 hits and Cleveland had 1 hit.
Gotta love baseball, baby.
How are you excited about that? So what do you? Okay, well, I guess
probably a quick game though.
Yeah. Oh, it is Kubiak, so that's right.
Yeah.
All right. What else? Anything else sports wise?
I think that's it.
All right. Entertainment news. What do you got? Entertainment news. I do have a couple. James Tolkan, dead at 94. Okay. You know who James Tolkan is?
I don't think so.
He was the principal in Back to the Future, telling Marty McFly that he was a slacker.
Right.
And then he was also in Top Gun, yelling at Maverick. He was on his first mission, saying that your checks or your what's the saying that you body can't cash checks or something. What's that saying? But yeah, and then when he gets Top Gun, he's like, God help us. So yeah, dead at 94. So,
wow. Good life though.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
What else was he? War Games. Yeah, he's been around a while. The bald guy. You know who I'm talking about?
I know who the principal from Back to the Future. Yeah, I know that. Yeah. I don't remember him in Top Gun, but yeah, he was the first commander or the first one that they did Okay. Shout out him.
What about? Did you follow this at all? The Artemis 2?
Yeah, dude. I was gonna say, pretty cool.
I
Kind of
guess this
funny
kind
because
of
we were
goes with
just talking about the
entertainment.
moon too, weren't we?
Exactly right. Yeah.
Um, yeah,
We were
Artemis
talking
2.
about the moon and we were talking about space exploration and
We literally just talked
everything
about
like that.
it.
And then all of a sudden, Artemis 2 is out there doing a slingshot around the moon.
And in 2 years, we'll have Artemis 4, I think, who will land on the moon. So there you go.
So they passed the former record that stood for 56 years, set by Apollo 13.
Right.
Is the farthest point.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's pretty cool, right?
Pretty cool. Went around the moon, 10-day trip, and got some cool ass shots and landed safely. So, pretty cool. Yeah.
What about this is kind of baseball, but Davey Lopes, Dodgers great, Cubs passed away at 80.
I saw that. Pirates also lost somebody today too, which I should have got their name, but yeah, I saw that.
And this kind of goes back to sports, but what about the Pirates signing their top number one prospect, Connor Griffin, to a 9-year, 140
before he even steps foot on a contract field? I always like those deals for both people.
No, because you buy out the free agent years and the arbitration years. So yeah, no.
And that kid gets $140 million off the rip. Yeah,
he's 19.
Yeah, I know.
He's gonna be 20 like later this month. So you can't even drink.
No, kid's good though. So he'll be good.
Yeah.
So
he's a big boy. I don't know if he's gonna stay at shortstop, but he's a big tall boy. So
yeah.
But kudos to Pittsburgh. What about? Oops.
Well, there's a couple things. This happened a while ago. We keep forgetting to talk about it though. Paramount. Stealing Warner Brothers acquisition from Netflix in a massive bid. So that's, again, we're still promoting monopolies around here apparently, but that's pretty cool because now you keep studios, movies. Paramount's a big studio, has been a big studio forever. So movie theaters will still be prioritized. So it's cool.
Because that was the industry that we always said that was dropping like flies, right? Is the movie theaters.
Yeah, and Netflix buying it was not going to help that. But it's cool overall. So yeah, hopefully we'll see how movie experience goes.
You had Coachella this weekend?
Coachella's happening this weekend. Yeah, Justin Bieber headlined yesterday. Sabrina Carpenter the day before. I think Karol G is today. I think. So yeah, always a hectic weekend. This weekend and next weekend, Coachella.
Is it next weekend too?
It's 2 weekends.
Oh man, I got to go out to like Palm Springs this week too. Shit.
Oh, that's
yeah.
Okay, have fun with that.
I didn't realize Coachella was out that way. I thought Coachella was more south, but yeah, it's out that way. So.
Oh yeah.
This just broke. Britney Spears voluntary enters rehab for drugs and alcohol after most recent DUI.
Okay, hopefully she gets everything she needs.
Yeah.
For that.
Lewis Hamilton and Kim Kardashian low-key Coachella date night. What do you think about that? Anything? No?
Dude, Coachella is like influencer Disneyland. Like they're all there. They all go. So influencer or celebrity Disneyland, I should say, because Lewis Hamilton isn't an influencer.
No. Another sports one. What about Braves Lopez and Angels Soler with the brawl?
So funny. Yeah, hilarious. And then Braves manager tackling big guy Jorge Soler.
Yeah, Walt Weiss. Yeah, he was in there with the full on. Yeah,
right. Good for Walt, because Jorge Soler is not a small guy.
No, he's a big boy throwing some haymakers too.
Yeah,
so
that was impressive. But yeah, that was pretty funny. Funny brawl. Big suspensions given out for both.
Yes, 7 games. But and that took a little while for the brawl to ensure because the play was already made, right? Or the throw was to second, right?
Yeah.
and then everyone's kind of looking around, and then next thing you know, like Solaire's staring at,
they're just like staring at each other, start
Lopez,
jawing, and then they go out.
And then it was on after that, and both guys just swinging. So that was a full-on brawl. So, all right, what else? Entertainment was that it?
Well, I don't know if you're gonna get this because you don't watch the show, but have you heard about this whole Summer House controversy?
I have not.
Amanda Batula, Wes Wilson, Kyle Cook, Sierra Miller.
No.
They're influencers on this reality show, Summer House. Anyways, big scandal going on. I don't know if any of our viewers watch that show, but if you know, you know. A lot happening there. So that's entertainment. That's my entertainment.
What does that saying mean? If you know, you know.
It's like
secretly like.
No, it's like if you're. Well, I guess in certain situations it can be like a secret inside joke kind of thing, but in this instance, just like if you're on social media, you know what this is about, pretty much. But like Rihanna unfollowed one of them, like it's a big thing. It's a big thing. Big scandal. Yeah.
Huh. I haven't heard any of it.
Well,
so
yeah.
All right. Anything else entertainment?
I don't think so.
No. Okay. What about Gotta Be Better?
Gotta Be Better. I actually don't know if I had anyone like really pressing for me so far. So I think I'm in.
I had a couple. Well, one, the Cubs offense. I mean, we've talked about that, and
I mean,
we'll continue to talk about that. But what about Sergio Garcia? Breaks his driver on the tee box today.
Yeah.
Snaps his driver on what is a hole 4? So he had to go the whole round pretty much without a driver.
Yeah.
Just because he's acting badly. And then not only that, but he got a code of conduct warning the first time at the Masters.
Yeah, he's a clown. And he always has been, despite being a Masters champion. Yeah, way to conduct yourself with professional.
Who was the guy who flipped off the greens?
I think it was Bobby McIntyre, wasn't it?
Is that who it was?
I think it was Robert McIntyre. Yeah, probably not good either. Probably should be better than that.
Well, does the Masters have too much control?
What do you mean?
I mean, do they? I mean, like, are they policing too much? Yeah.
Well, I don't like the whole mud ball situation. So at the Masters, there's mud balls, which is historic, right? There's always mud balls on specific holes, especially. And you can't talk about the mud balls. Like, they won't let you talk about it without getting scolded or some kind of conversation about it. Like, you're not allowed to talk about them. Now, the players still do it anyways. Like, Scotty and Jordan have talked about them before. Bubba Watson's talked about them before. But you're not allowed to talk about them because it's about the course. You're not supposed to really talk about the course. I don't really know. That's dumb.
Well, and then there was a Masters previous winner. I guess he snuck in his cell phone or something in pictures, and they booted him out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I just wonder, do they have a little too much control?
Probably. It is 2026.
I get it's the Masters, but I mean, I don't know.
No, I'm with you. I agree, but
now, like the Sergio thing, if you're breaking shit and doing all the kinds of that, then yeah, absolutely. If Wyndham Clark is in the locker room, thrashing the locker room, oh yeah, I think you should absolutely be, banned. But I mean, just because McIntyre flips off the green, come on. I mean, how many of us flipped off?
It's just poor form in public on camera. Like, don't do that. But yeah, no, I agree. It's nothing like what Sergio was doing out there today.
Yeah. And then Gino. Did we talk about this last time? I don't think we talked about this last time.
Oh, Gino. Yeah. Yeah. And he's already issued 2 apologies. That's how you know you were in poor shape there. So I guess better,
but I mean, you shouldn't. It shouldn't have happened in the first place. You got shellacked. Take the shellacking like a champion, like you are. You're the winningest, coach in history. you just got shellacked. You don't want to, obviously, it's probably shocking to you, but I mean, you can't do that. And you can't do that to Don Staley too. That's just, yeah. I expect better from him. I mean, if she did the same thing, I'd be saying the same thing. I'd expect better from her. But I mean, you're talking about two champions, and that should never ever happen.
Yeah, inexcusable.
Just brings down though, I mean, it's just bad, just bad.
And he's coaching kids, so he knows better than anything. You have to be a role model. So yeah,
on a nationally televised, broadcast, it's just
during the biggest time of year for you.
I mean,
yeah, I agree.
No matter even with the apologies afterwards and all that, I still get it that it was in the heat of the moment, but you got to wear that, where you just got shellacked, where just if you want to be pissed off, then do that behind doors, and but be professional, be sportsmanlike, go shake your hands, do all that, and then
his
if you want to
reasoning
make
wasn't even
comments
justified.
afterwards. No, because he had to wait 5 minutes beforehand or something. Who cares?
Well, initially it was because she didn't shake his hand, apparently, which she did. And then it was because he had to wait for her to shake his hand or something like that.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, come on, Gino.
And that was before the game. It wasn't like it was, that was when they were warming up or something like that. I mean, who cares?
I agree.
So no, I get that he apologized and all that. I don't accept the apology just because I don't think it should have ever happened. So, and I expect more of him.
He knows better too. Yeah.
What else got to be better? Anything else? Oh, CB Buckner.
What about him? Just being terrible, or
yeah, dude. I mean, you want to talk about the what do you call it?
We talked about him last week
Did we talk about last time?
Because we were talking about we were praising the ABS situation, right?
Yeah.
And
but I mean, the ABS system is making it 10 times worse, and then he's just screwing up calls when he's not even behind the plate. He's calling people, safe when they're clearly out, or out when they're clearly safe. It's just like, what
he's been around for what, 2 decades? He's been around a long time.
I mean, he's not an Angel Hernandez, but he's starting to get that repertoire of being an Angel Hernandez.
He has no business being there. He's terrible.
Yeah.
He's terrible.
Speaking of ABS, and I'm going to put this on there until they change it, so we're going to talk about it every week. I still think it's got to be 1 per at bat, because I'm seeing plenty at bats where, and some of these calls are close. I mean, you're talking about, there was somewhere it's like 0.1 inch. That is like a feather, on or off. So I get that, but when you don't want to challenge, but yet it's early in the game, but where it could still, affect your at bat. I want a challenge.
Well, you're gonna have to get over it because they're not changing it mid-season. So it's gonna be.
We're gonna talk about it every 2 weeks.
What I will say, and obviously we know I want pro robots. I want it full. I want the full thing. One thing I will say, AJ Przinsky made a good point for the Giants game yesterday. For those like 0.1, that 1/10 of an inch or whatever calls, so they do the ABS their zone right through from the middle of the plate, I guess. So technically, those 0.1s, when it crosses the front of the plate, it's a strike because it's that close. So if that's the case, if that's really the case, again, this is from AJ Przinsky. I have no idea, and AJ Przinsky talks a lot, so I'd have no idea. But if that's the case, then it needs to be from the front of the zone, so it's accurate. It shouldn't be from the middle of the plate or front of the plate, so it's accurate. It shouldn't be from the middle of the plate, because if it's from the middle of the plate that you're doing that zone, and then you're calling 0.1 off, then it's technically a strike, because when it crossed the front of that plate, it was a strike if it's 0.1 off in the middle.
So I didn't realize they were doing from the middle of the plate.
I didn't realize that either. If that's really the case, again, that's from AJ Przinsky. I have no idea. It could be wrong because he talks a lot. But if that's really the case, they need to fix that, because that's a problem.
Yeah. the only ones that I see really are an issue, other than, I mean, obviously some bad ones. The top of the zone strikes, because like some of those like back, like hanging curveballs or whatever that are up and in a little, that normally weren't calling strikes, but now are being called strikes because they're hitting that top of the zone.
But good.
But hey,
If it hits the zone, it's a
strike is a
strike.
strike, though, right? Yeah.
Right.
So, all right. Anything else for Gotta Be Better? That's it.
No, I think that's it. I don't think I have anything else.
All right. What about Makes You Wonder? You got anything?
I don't have anything because it brought me, with everything happening, it brought me back to the moon. Now I mean, like, makes you wonder. We've already talked about this, but what about like deep space? Do we think there's another planet out there? You think there's like a livable planet out there or living species out there? I personally do. I think it's selfish and conceited to think that there isn't. Like, there's absolutely no chance there's anything else out there. I think that's crazy. But it does make you wonder, I guess.
Well, that's funny that you mentioned that, because with the whole moon thing, I was wondering too, are we that naive to think we're the only ones alive?
Yeah, and I don't know if we've already talked about this before. I'm sure we have, but come on. We're the only living species in the entire universe. Give me a break. No way. No way. So I think that, I mean, it makes me wonder.
Well, they say every other planet is what's the word?
Uninhabitable in our solar system, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, in our solar system. But our solar system is this one little thing of a much bigger piece of the puzzle, or puzzle.
So you're thinking somewhere out there in deep space, there's another place like Earth,
yeah,
that is oxygen and
yeah, and I bet they have
carbon
goofballs.
and
I bet they have goofballs on that planet thinking they're the only ones around too. But let's be real here. There's no way. We might be the only, like, of our kind, right? Human beings. Maybe other living species is different than us. I don't know. No clue. But to think we are this planet is the only living planet, only planet in the world or in the universe that has living species is asinine, in my opinion.
So are you open to aliens then?
Yeah, I'm totally open to it. We've talked about that before, for sure. Because
So UFOs, aliens.
we talked about that before,
all that
because
kind of
like
stuff.
the pyramid stuff, we've talked about how that
Oh,
happened.
there was something about the pyramid that just oh, good thing that you reminded me about that, because something just popped up about the pyramids, and I was like, oh, I got to save that, because um that is so funny, because something came up. um Let me find it real quick. Oh, here it is. Scientists may have just solved the mysterious of the Great Pyramid.
Okay, cool.
Um, yeah, scientists may have just solved the mystery of the Great Pyramid. Ancient Egyptians had none of our technology, but managed to complete a megalith almost unnaturally fast. What does it say? Great built. Scientists realized that ramps, if they existed, must have been built into the pyramid and then covered up from top to bottom. Construction on the side, yeah. Great Pyramid, blah blah blah. How it was built, archaeologists. Theories have ranged from practical, mechanical, and even extraterrestrial. But no, it wasn't aliens, they say.
I don't know, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're gonna say that, but I'm not gonna believe it. You're gonna tell me they built all that quick? I know they were slaves; they were working around the clock, right? But come on, give me a break.
So they're saying that they had some type of ramp thing.
So they had
Um,
they had some kind of help or something.
yeah.
I don't know, dude.
So,
I'm not buying it for a second. I'm not buying it for a second. Call me a conspiracy theorist, but I'm not buying it.
but oh, those are big blocks of cement to be ramping.
And
But
there's a lot of them.
Yeah. So, oh, that was funny that you had mentioned that because I was like, "Ooh, we got to save that." So, all right. Anything else?
No, I think that's it for me.
All right, King. We'll be back in 2 weeks. What do we got for 2 weeks? So we'll be into
NBA
NBA
playoffs, yeah.
playoffs. We'll be into NHL playoffs.
Both drafts will have been done by then.
Yeah,
WNBA
because
and
WNBA, and then when is the 23rd, right?
yeah.
So when is that? It's not next week. That's this. Oh, okay, yeah. So both drafts, because we'll be back on the 26th. So yeah, both drafts will be done. So, um, yeah, and I think that's about it, right? Baseball will be going. Pretty much that'll be all of April. So still maybe too early to jump off the ledge, but I'm sure we'll still be on it. So, all right, King, that's all we got. Tune in. Peace out.